Okay, my name is Steve Sletzer. I'm with the No Nukes Action Committee, which has been organizing against the against the attack on people in Japan by the nuclear industry. And most people don't know, in 2011, there was a Fukushima meltdown, and they still haven't been able to remove the melted nuclear rods. So it's over 12 years. The government denies it. In fact, when I was there, I did a documentary. There were politicians who said we can overcome radiation at that time. They deny the danger of nuclear, these nuclear plants, and they contaminated people all over Japan, all over the world. And now the Japanese government and TEPCO are actually dumping millions of radioactive water with tritium into the ocean, in the Pacific Ocean, affecting not just Japan, but the entire Pacific Rim, Korea, China, and the United States. And why do they do this? Why is the Japanese government, with the support of the United States government, whether it was Obama or Trump or Biden, why are they continuing to build nuclear plants in the Ring of Fire? Japan is dangerous. They have earthquakes, 7, 8, 9 points. So another earthquake could lead to another Fukushima. Haven't we learned from Fukushima that we should not be having nuclear plants, particularly in Japan? Well, the reality is they want the nuclear plants, not only for the electricity, but they use them for nuclear weapons, for uranium and plutonium. And the United States government wants more weapons. In fact, they're even keeping Diablo Canyon open right here in California. Governor Newsom, with the almost unanimous support of the Democrats, said we have to pay PG&E over $1 billion to keep Diablo Canyon open. Look, in California, you have so much solar power. We don't need nuclear power. We can have solar power, but we're talking about capitalism, making profit from the nuclear industry. We're talking about imperialism. And when we talk about the KANTO massacre, why did it happen? It happened because of nationalism, because of racism, because the Japanese government wanted to build nationalism so they could become an imperial power. You need nationalism to build an imperialist regime. And this is exactly what the KANTO earthquake was about. Blaming Koreans, blaming Chinese, instead of saying that we should prepare for the next earthquake and spend our time and effort preparing for an earthquake. Now today, not only do we have the danger of a war in China, we have a danger of a world war. And the United States and the politicians right here in San Francisco, Nancy Pelosi, and Gavin and the Congressperson, Padilla, the senator, are saying we need to spend more money for the war. If people looked at the Democratic Convention and the speech of Harris, Kamala Harris, what did they see? They saw a bellicose speech that we should have more war. We need to go after Russia. We have to arm the United States to arm Japan. Now, Japan has an anti-war constitution, Article 9, which says that you cannot have offensive weapons. Yet, as we see here, they're giving Tomahawk missiles to attack China. That's a direct violation of the Japanese Constitution. Why are they doing that? Because they don't care about the laws. They don't care about protecting the people. They're driven by the war profiteers. And the fact of the matter is, the bombing and the genocide in Gaza and the pogrom in the West Bank is making people profits. The war profiteers make money every time they drop a bomb. This is a very profitable business. This is what they really care about, making more money, making more war. And we have to say that these politicians also are contributing to anti-Japanese, anti-Asian racism. Because when they blame Chinese, who gets picked? Who gets attacked? Asian Americans. And we have a history in this country where Japanese American, Japanese Peruvians were brought here during the Second World War, were incarcerated in concentration camps. They did apologize, and we have to say that that may happen again against Muslims, against other people, unless we build a movement, as has been said. And Nancy Pelosi and the politicians, the corporate politicians, are driven for war. We have to stop it, and we have to particularly organize in the labor movement and on the unions and working people, because working people can stop the war. A general strike in this country would stop the Gaza genocide.